Good day, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. My name is Gavin Maneveldt. I am a professor of marine biology, one of 4 marine biologists in the department devoted largely to African plant and animal diversity. As a way of introduction, I thought I would start with some basic marine facts. Most of you are probably aware that while the oceans cover roughly 71% of the Earth's surface, most of that is salty and is unavailable to us directly as drinking water. Not surprisingly then, the oceans contain most of our biodiversity and we are heavily reliant on it for just about all of our daily requirements. It is estimated that the largest percentage of photosynthetic life on Earth actually occurs in the oceans. These are organisms that use up carbon dioxide in the air and in the oceans and then give off oxygen as a waste product through everyday biochemical processes. South Africa is a unique country and our coastline makes us special to marine biology across the world. While our coastline is less than 1% of the world's total coastline length, we are bathed by 3 oceans with polar, temperate and tropical influences. This array of oceanic water has resulted in a rich marine diversity, with roughly 10% of the world's seaweed species and roughly 16% of all the known coastal marine species represented here. Acknowledgement of South Africa's rich marine and terrestrial diversity has been the basis for much of the work we do at UWC. The Department of Biodiversity and Conservation Biology focuses strongly on ecology, taxonomy and systematics. Using these principles, our research foci are specifically on whole organism biology with a goal to the conservation and management of that biodiversity. As mentioned previously, our staff complement includes 4 marine biologists, each specialists in their areas of research focus. Professor Mark Gibbons is our senior marine biologist. He specializes in offshore open ocean pelagic systems. He is essentially a fisheries scientist that has a wide range of interests in biological oceanography and taxonomy. Professor Gibbons has a huge international collaboration and has contributed greatly to the global debate about the increases in jellyfish outbreaks, as just one example. Professor A.J. Smith is a climate change specialist. His research focus is on examining coastal oceanic processes that influences community structure, particularly that of kelp beds. He currently manages the South African National Temperature Network, and these combined interests have resulted in strong international links. Dr. Anusha Rajkaran is one of our most dynamic and young staff members with a steadily increasing postgraduate program. She is an estuarine specialist with a strong focus on mangrove ecology. To this end, she collaborates extensively with several local municipalities and with international collaborators in attempting to manage critical water resources along our coastal environments. In complement to my fellow marine biologists, my research centers on the ecology of rocky shores. The focus here is on understanding the role of various processes such as competition, disturbance and herbivory in shaping the structure of the rocky shore intertidal habitat. Within the broad focus of rocky shore ecology, there are 3 thematic programs, each with their own aims and objectives. In the rest of this presentation, I will provide more detail on each of these 3 thematic areas, starting with the smallest of the 3 programs and then working my way through the rest. Our integrated aquaculture program has been running successfully for about 15 years now. This is a collaborative program with the University of Cape Town and the Department of Environment, Forestry and Fisheries. The aim of this program is to develop and test several bioengineering concepts for practical applications of integrated land-based aquaculture. Here, abalone, sea urchins, and more importantly, seaweeds are our target organisms. In addition to our academic partners, this program has a close association with several commercial partners, particularly the abalone farming industry, that are important components of the ocean economy. Integrated aquaculture is a more sustainable way of farming marine organisms. Here, species from more than one trophic level are grown together so that the waste from one organism may be used to grow the other, and potentially vice versa. It is for this very reason that the new term integrated multi-trophic aquaculture is increasingly being promoted. In South Africa, integrated aquaculture has contributed towards food security, rural development, job creation, environmental sustainability, and to the gross domestic product. Our seaweed diversity and herbivore algal interactions program has been running successfully for about 20 years now. This is also a collaborative program with the University of Cape Town and the Department of Environment, Forestry and Fisheries. The aim of this particular program is to document and understand the patterns of seaweed diversity along our rocky shores. Within this program, the impact of herbivores, or grazers as they are more commonly referred to, is a strong focus. Our research has shown that rocky shores can look very much like this depiction of a very green landscape. However, in reality, this is what our rocky shores typically look like from a distance, seemingly barren without any greenery. Upon closer inspection, however, a huge diversity of marine animals can be observed on our rocky shores, including barnacles and limpets. Limpets are essentially marine snails, so called because of their flattened shells. These marine snails have a profound impact on the settlement and intertidal distribution of seaweeds, as can be seen here in this particular series of limpet exclusion experiments. Note how lush and green those portions of the rocky shore are, where the limpets are unable to graze. The Taxonomy and Ecology of Non-Geniculate Coralline Algal program is our most productive program, now running successfully for over 25 years. Although coralline algae are not nearly as well known as other seaweeds, this program has still managed to create several international links with various institutions across all the continents. The aim of this program is to understand the evolutionary relationships among coralline algae and their ecological importance. Unlike most other seaweeds, coralline algae deposit lime into their cell walls. This makes them hard as rock. Coralline algae may be divided into two groups. The geniculate or articulated corallines are tree-like. They have both calcified segments and uncalcified joints, which make them highly flexible. The non-geniculate or non-articulated corallines are entirely calcified and are generally encrusting onto a surface. Being red algae, corallines are most typically pink or some other shade of red, but they can also be blue, greyish, purple, or even yellow. The non-geniculate or encrusting corallines are what we focus on specifically here at UWC. Seen here in the inserts, this group of algae may occur, and this is now from your left to right, epilithically on bedrock, on boulders and other rocks, epizoically on the shells of marine snails, epiphytically on other seaweeds, or even free-living as lumpy roadlets, as can be seen in the upper image. Encrusting corallines are widespread throughout the intertidal and immediate subtidal in all of the world's oceans, where they are readily recognized by their pinkish coloration. Coralline algae are ecologically important, quite often occupying much of the primary space in the rocky intertidal. While some species are difficult to tell apart in the wild because of their very similar appearances and coloration, others again are quite unique and easily identifiable. On coral reefs, coralline algae are particularly important because they serve as food for several different grazers, as sediment for the reef to grow on, and as cementers of the reef itself due to their encrusting nature. While most of our work is in the intertidal zone, on occasion we do sample in the shallow subtidal zone using either snorkel diving or scuba. And still on other occasions we have even been fortunate enough to participate in expeditions to far and remote places. UWC is one of only a few centres of focus in the world with the taxonomic expertise to work on coralline algae. Consequently, we have collaborated extensively across the world, either receiving material from other researchers, and these locations are donated by the red circles, or collecting them ourselves, here donated by the little blue circles. Again, demonstrating the very expansive collaboration of the UWC is one of only a few centres of focus in the world with the taxonomic expertise to work on coralline algae. Consequently, we have collaborated extensively across the world, either receiving material from other researchers, and these locations are donated by the red circles, or collecting them ourselves, here donated by the little blue circles. Again, demonstrating the very expansive collaboration of this particular program. This is but a glimpse into marine biology at UWC. Please feel free to contact us directly should you be interested in knowing more about our work or about the Department of Biodiversity and Conservation Biology at UWC. Thank you once again for taking the time to listen to this presentation. Goodbye.